we come back to the house, the interior office of Jacob's kind of quarters here. A slam of a fist on a desk, very J. Jonah Jameson-esque.
What do you mean you lost him?
Lily Scrag, Jaha, the Furbolg, standing side by side. We went to go look for him. Someone seemed to have spoken to him, tipped him off.
I need that mage. You will find him. You will bring him.
I have a little bit of a lead, to be honest. I know of a safe house of sorts that it's been rumored that Nevium sympathizers use occasionally.
Right. Take men each. Find him.
Furbolg, the tortoise, go to leave. As they leave, Jacob looks at Lily and says,
Who do you think? One of that motley crew that Jeeves is looking after?
I have no idea.
Duegar.
Thuna?
No. The one working on the carriage. Has he reported in?
I have not seen him yet.
Find him. Take Jeeves and his crew. Find the mage. Or you will suffer the same fate as the mage once his work is done.
Of course. My apologies and my loyalty is always with you.
It's not your loyalty in question, it's your competency. Go, now.
We scrack, opens the door, shuts it behind her. We see the tortoise and the Furbolg kind of looking at her with raised eyebrows. They turn and leave. Shit. She storms off after them. Welcome to Hit Points Not Required presents the House of Ill Repute. We are here with our, what did I write down this time? Here on our valiant venture, where a group of hired misfits fulfill the wishes of the morally dubious the house, and at this point, they are asking questions. We are here with the crew, hashtag the crew. Go ahead and hashtag the crew on all your socials. Hashtag Terry Crews, special guest next time we do this thing. And let's cut straight to the credits. And we're back. We are back on the ship, moments after the battle finishes, breathing heavily, the sea spray, the ocean's calming ever so slightly the moment your radiant energy hit the water and splashed out. I don't need a pen. Elijah.
Why did you pick up your pen?
Wait, put down your pen.
Just because you don't, I do.
Oh, goodness. This is gonna be a loopy one. Okay. I'll be serious. Oh, right. Okay. As it all settles, the captain, sopping wet, kind of stumbles to the helm there, tries to pull out the spear there. The ship is heading in a perfectly fine direction, and the oceans have calmed somewhat, and you no longer feel that buzzing at the back of your head, and none of your previous patrons' cronies are to be seen.
The wings will furl back and disappear. And I'll walk back to the helm, rip the spear out for him, toss it to the side. I told you all she wouldn't best me. Jeeves, one more time. I pull out a small cloth that's tied up. Throw it in your direction. Raise the black.
As the flag alights, yeah! Boom, bam, bam. Caruso, sunglasses, montage. You guys sailing back to Uciar. As you sail back, you would reconvene with the captain. You would get your long rests over that next day, talking excitedly or perhaps worried about what you might come across or what might be the repercussions of your actions in Uciar as you head down there. If there's anything you guys would like to do over the next day and a half in the ship here, any conversations you'd have on the way in, now is the time to do it. As Thaloria, after about half a day, pulls you aside. We'll get to that in a moment.
Well, I have the items that Thuna had given me that I would like to examine and perhaps identify.
Excellent.
I want little Clippy to pop up from.
You look like you're trying to identify it. Excellent. You take your pearl. Which item?
Well, so we had the honey, and we had the thing that was already, the tongue was already in, right? Wasn't there?
There was a coil that had
Coil
yes.
sweaty boy juice.
drops.
I got the sweaty drops, the honey, and I also gave you the specific type of poison from the snakes in Wanty, but I don't think that's particularly helpful. I just wanted you to know what I know.
Yeah, but we don't have the coil with the tongue in it. That was never.
There's no coil
There's
with
no
the
coil
tongue.
with
It's
the
just the
tongue.
coil with the liquid in it.
Okay, so
So
we
I
have
gave you the
that.
liquid.
You have the coil, yeah.
Yeah, definitely that.
She has, yeah. Thuna has the coil.
Oh, but did you give me
You
the
have the liquid. I didn't bring the coil with me.
Oh,
It's up in my little
Oh, yeah, it's
closet
your
in the
hidey hole.
house.
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
my
so-
hidey hole.
Sorry.
We'll start with that then.
Excellent.
What is this?
Hi, Jeeves. Good to see you again.
You are well, I hope?
Twice in as many days. It's a treat for me.
Oh, I did not. Should I have brought you a treat? I meant to. I mean,
I love those treats that Percival makes.
Yeah, well,
Wouldn't mind one of those.
we are out at the moment, but I will have a special batch made for you, and we will identify those together.
Actually, that would be really, really. I would love that. In all honesty, I'm gonna lean into this now. Are you crying?
I just really like Bobcat Gold.
I believe.
This isn't in response to this. We're all in a separate room listening
Chopping
to
onions.
Magnazella. Just working through her material.
Yeah, no, I'm just like chopping onions while Magnazella is tying on her type 5 and then
Yeah. What joke are you telling right now?
rip open that joke book. Hey guys, where does a dragon get their stitches? Where?
That where everyone gets their stitches.
No, but it's funny because
They have
Begins to explain the whole joke.
dragons have physical But other people just have clothing. That's why it's funny.
Yeah, we gotta get.
Krirg, love when you explain it.
Be able to fly in some tissues or something,
I'm
please.
so sorry. I
That's
broke
alright.
immediately. I did not know we were going to hear the voice so soon.
I was not ready.
Hey, geez, well, I've got you here. I've been working on type 5.
Oh, please, yes, I think we have 10.
We have 10?
Yeah.
Great. Well, let me identify the stuff and see what we got left. What is this? Is
Do it all again tomorrow.
you got some honey here from Hachishima. Very, very expensive, very tasty. Almost enchanting if you were to use it in a certain way. You know, people say I look at you with rose-colored glasses. It's common around here for I look at you with Hachishima honey-colored glasses.
Fantastic. I thought it was just my natural present.
Well, I mean, you do have an aura about you. What else was there to look at? What is this? Sort of
Yeah, wait.
sweaty
That's not the
drops?
way this works. You tell me.
I got no fucking idea, man. Tell me what that is.
Pops the lid.
Oh, this is that evaporated with a little bit of like, you know, when you need like an aerosol or something to make things spread a little faster, further.
Okay.
That's what you're looking at here.
So it's more like a delivery system.
Delivery system. That's right. Yeah, like your Amazon, your FedEx.
Yeah. So
Not sponsors.
we
Insert your favorite carrier here.
the first one's free. That's
DHL.
fine.
Everybody gets one.
So we have some form of enchanting, honey-colored glasses, if you will, a delivery system, an air dispersal system.
Yeah, it looks
Airborne?
like it's come from something that would make this airborne. Yeah.
Fantastic. And I've already got the tongue. I think that was it, right? Was
You
there?
have to get out of here.
Is there something else? No, I think we should hang out and listen to his Type 5 or Type
So-
7. I think we got 8.5 left.
So, right, this is a little bit. I mean, we're on the ocean, so I'll give you an ocean one. Yeah. No, I had this one prepared.
You can edit this.
No, fuck it. I'm going now. You know how whales jump up out of the water and they go and hit the water when they jump back in?
Oh, yeah.
My opinion is that they're swimming underwater with all their friends, and they go, "Do you want to jump up and do the thing together?" Yeah. They gaslight him, and he jumps up out of the water and realizes none of his friends are around him, and he goes, "Oh," and lands in the water. That's the punchline.
Okay.
It's funny because when whales jump out of the water,
You see Jeeves just kind of come out of it.
Oh, my. Well, that
We
was...
really made it.
I don't think you made it. I don't think
I'm
you
still
made it.
here, aren't I?
That was barely making it. I
Yeah.
didn't see it.
I kept it
I
together.
hand it back to you guys.
I will write down all of that information and try and, when we have time after, Magnazella has finished her 5, 10, whatever she has worked out, we could gather
Yeah.
together. Yes, and I will explain. It does seem that these, at least the honey, and this other part that you said came from like some coil or mechanism or whatever.
The honey
came
or
from.
the sweaty drops?
The sweaty drops are the honey, but it's just like honey that has been and is now.
I'm not sure. They look like two different things.
Oh, well, I can't. I'll tell you what. When we get a chance to go shopping, I'll get you a ring. We can put maybe spells in, and then you can go and talk to the identification expert, and he can confirm for you. I'm sure Thuna would really enjoy hearing them explain it again.
Okay, yeah, that sounds good to me.
I mean, I've never heard it.
You know how when you're making cupcakes, right? Mm-hmm. You have batter and it's liquid, but then you cook it. It looks different when it's done, right?
Oh, it changed phases.
Exactly.
Okay, me get it.
So, yes, once it gets into this form, it can be put into the air, and more people will wear honey-colored glasses.
Which is bad, right?
Well, I mean,
Come on, you know that's bad.
if it makes them feel better and better about doing their things, and on a mass scale, say you were at like a gambling operation and you wanted them to stay gambling longer and be happier, this would seem to
Which
be...
is bad.
No, I mean, that's how commerce works and you're flowing money.
Not if it's against your will unknowingly, right, Jeeves?
Oh, well, I mean, maybe if you sign a waiver first.
But what if like waiver is like super long?
Yeah.
And like it kind of trick you. So they're like, you just skip to the last page and you're like, yeah, sign whatever.
Do you do that?
No, me not know how to sign anything.
I can't tell you how many times I've done that personally.
Well, at any rate, this
lot
is
of
all.
bureaucracy
This
in
is still.
Nevium.
This is still all supposition. I think we need to find out exactly what the purpose is and how it's going to be used. I mean, it's all conjecture.
Yeah, but they're part of this, not conjecture. You know, man. Like they took tongues out of living things.
No, I agree. There definitely needs to be questions asked.
I'm feeling a new emotion for me. And it's like really big. I'm gonna take a lap. I'll be back. And she's like hard trying to smile, trying to keep the face of like everything is normal, which usually she's very good at. And now she's got her fist clenched and she like walks out of the room like, I can't believe he just said that to me. He had a magic thing with a great voice tell him what was really going on and he still doesn't believe me. Yeah, she's gonna walk out muttering to herself. You said we have about like a day left on scene.
Yeah. We're
Cool.
gonna rush through the
Yeah.
travel back to Uciar, but not before we have a bit of downtime to chat.
I follow you and try to start teaching you triangle breathing. Like, have you ever heard of breathing in for 4, through your nose, then you hold for 4, and then you breathe out through your mouth for 4. I do this when I want to breathe fire, but instead
Will
I just
I breathe fire if I do?
Because you're not a dragon.
Right.
Yeah.
Did not know that was a prerequisite. I'll try it.
Yeah.
You chopped
And we can
onions.
do
I'll
it
try
together.
triangle breathing.
Yeah.
She starts following your instruction and is trying very hard to like she's like shaky breath. Like it's not working very well for her. And she realizes she's like sweating and she's trying to again keep the facade that you're helping and she's doing great and everything's normal, but she is formulating a plan of what she's gonna do when everyone's asleep that night. She doesn't say that. Don't look worried. You don't know that.
I think I'm doing such a good. I'm practicing empathy. I'm doing the thing that people want. I'm relating.
You're doing a really
I'm
good
making
job.
eye contact.
A lot of it.
Eye contact. Elijah, what are you doing after this raising of the black?
The flag that's been raised is, it's obviously a black flag with the purple, the royal purple of Nevium kind of surrounding the outside edge. And there's like a ship breaking through what looks like maybe seascape or the air, something like that. And I'm just, I guess maybe at like the stern of the ship, just leaning back against the railing and just looking up at it,
You see,
reminiscing.
You see, not alarmingly, but surprisingly, the drow, Thaloria, looking up at it as well. That is the purple of Nevium, no?
My first ship.
You owe the house?
Not anymore.
So what do you do now?
I don't know.
Nods. I will be back, and kind of heads downstairs. As the day continues on, we hit night. Anyone doing anything overnight here as we head into our final day and morning, heading into the eastern bay of Uciar?
Krirg's gonna look and see if there's any blueberries or any type of berries on the boat.
We're gonna leave this to chance.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, D100.
I'm gonna need.
Straight down! Why'd you say it like that?
That rolls confused.
What percentage?
But you
What
got
do
a good one on it.
At least
And so will
85.
I was thinking at least 85.
At least 85.
I mean, it's a ship. There's been no berries so far. You
90.
Absolute-
99.
menace.
Mother.
The dice tell the story.
I hate it.
You see,
This tongue,
you see Cedrin
the
just
tongue
kind of.
piece I have has a berry underneath
Cedrin's
it.
walking up and he's just like, he's got like a whole bushel of berries and he's just kind of
Yeah, I'm like, hey, Cedrin, I'm gonna need those. Thanks, buddy.
What?
And he just grabs
my
them.
berries!
And he gives Cedrin a cupcake. These you probably like this better.
You got more of these?
Yeah, there's a whole tin in the galley.
Right. Wait, puts it in his pocket. Goes and gets more.
I'll save
Next
that for
time you
later.
see him, he's got cupcakes stuffed into his tunic. Oh boy. And you have berries now.
Yeah,
99.
90.
Incredible.
That is frustrating.
There we go.
I was going to set it at like 97,
Yeah.
but wouldn't
It
matter.
really didn't matter.
You hit the dice, tell the story. You got berries. You got berries.
Good for Fangar.
Good for Fangar.
I'm gonna see if there's a great axe plus 10 on the boat.
Roll a D100. Oh, thank God. Nothing.
72.
no,
that's still really good.
Still pretty good, but nah, no great axe.
Yeah, just in case. It's just, you never
could have
know.
been. Could have been. Yeah. Anyone else want to roll a D100 for some reason? Excellent. You said you were doing something overnight?
Yeah. I want to head down to the tongue barrels. I tried to trust you. I tried to talk to him. I tried to get him to understand what I was seeing and that it is bad. And I think his loyalty to the house is so long-lived that it, for him, doesn't make sense to just shun all that over someone he's known for 2 weeks. And that's fine, but I am very full of conviction, that I know what is right and what is wrong. And to take people's choice away is wrong. And since she's been working for the house, that's all they've done. And it looks like they plan to do that on a larger scale to some extent. So she wants to pour all of her poison and acid from her vials in her kit onto the tongues. They're still going to be there.
Yeah. You are you trying to do this secretly?
Yeah?
Give me a stealth roll just to get down there without anyone seeing.
Sure.
With whatever you want to put on top there. You know at this point that Percival is probably the most wily of the lot.
Right. Percival. I'm not going to roll that one.
Ready? Now 20.
Okay, that's not actually bad. Plus 13 is 21.
21. Beautiful. You head downstairs, no problem, to where the barrel is situated. It's a kind of quiet. You empty out the barrel. It is a big mound. We saw how big the mound was before, and it kind of fills most of the...
Oh, I'm not emptying it. I'm
Oh,
pouring,
you're pouring
my
it in
stuff
there?
into. Yeah.
Beautiful. The poison immediately starts to kind of seep through, and you gather that you're kind of rehydrating them a little bit with the poison because it's their poison, or it is poison, and they're
Gross.
immune to poison. But the acid starts to kind of bubble and hiss away, and as it does, these fumes start to build. This acrid smell kind of builds as you're like. How many vials do you have?
I have 8, I think,
Okay.
because 2 of them I gave to.
8 vials. So that's a lot.
Yeah.
There's a lot of tongues, but that's a lot of acid, and you pour it in and chuck the lid on, Jeffrey Dahmer style.
Yeah.
Excellent. Chuck the lid on.
Jeffrey Dahmer style.
Yeah, I want to put it back.
Yeah, there's other people that put lids on things.
Not a lot of people that put acid on body parts though, and
That's
then lids
true.
on things.
That's true. I want to
hope there's a lot
close
of
the
people.
lid as close to how it was before. Because last time with the crowbar, I was kind of like it was popped open.
Yeah, you
and-
can take your time
Yeah,
to
I wanna
set it
make sure it is
as
fully-
it bubbles away. Beautiful.
Yeah.
Excellent. Night turns to morning. As morning comes, you can see the coast in the distance as you head down this way. The captain at some point would have come out and been like, well, fuck it. Thank you all for getting me there and back. I really appreciate it. Go straight to the house. If you don't mind, I catch a lift with you and put in my retirement. Thank you. Gonna sail on. As you sail on, Thaloria would come up to you as you get towards the coast, or as you disembark from the ship, and just puts a hand on you and says, Nevium knows. Points at the flag. And Nevium thanks you. Keep an eye out.
Sure. And I just kind of, as I'm disembarking the vessel, I look back at the ocean, knowing I'll never set foot on it again.
Excellent. Horses, carriages. In fact, good old Cookie, Hubert, Layla, they're all here. The captain kind of looks to see Captain Edward, who he's gonna saddle up with.
Donkey.
Hops on donkey. Hops on donkey there.
The noble steed.
And you gallop on.
Just everyone remember, watch for falling rocks.
Well done. Write that down. Glancing up, you ride back into the city of Nevium. As you trot back into the city of Nevium after a long ride, you gallop through the city streets. There is a slightly increased military presence, as in you see the enforcers who are under the lieutenants are out.
Wait, not Nevium, Uciar.
That's exactly what I said.
Just checking.
Can you take this? Uciar. And just clip that in. Thanks, Joel. He's like, no. You fucked up, you live with it.
No, but we could just start now. Just say Uciar.
Nah, it's fine. Mistakes happen.
So we're in Nevium.
You're in Nevium now.
Okay. Cool. Things are changing.
New Nevium. It used to be called Uciar.
New Nevium. As you trot into Nexium, as you trot into UCR, the military presence is slightly increased. The enforcers trotting around. You can see them going door to door. They don't seem to be going door to door. They're going door to door in pairs, but they don't seem to be in like collection pairs. Krirg, this is more of a open up. Let us take a look. And as you trot past them, you head in down towards the house. As you get towards the house, you see that there are enforcers, what are the equivalent of just kind of like mid to low level gangsters, are around the house. The portcullis opens, and you're able to kind of trot on in with your horses. As you trot on in, Fangar steps up. Oh fuck. Was his voice this? That's right. Oh boy, it's getting late. Apologies. Fangar looks up and says, I'll take your horses, thank you very much. And kind of gathers all the horses. As he gathers all the
Just like
horses.
to make it known that me and my nameless horse have been reading each other the poetry that we were writing each other this whole time.
About each other.
Yeah.
It was very wholesome.
Really intelligent voice.
It's kind of Morse code.
Yeah.
Looks at you, Fangar looks at you and says, was the trip fun?
It was life-changing.
Oh, good. Any souvenirs or anything?
Krirg knows he's got the blueberries.
Yeah, but she doesn't. So unless he told her on C. So
no, definitely not.
It's okay, you probably forgot. It's fine. You probably forgot.
You
Forgot
deserve
what?
The berries, the berries from the island. It's definitely my fault. It was a really high tense situation, and I made you a promise, and while fearing for my life, I forgot to get them.
Oh, of course.
Oh, right. Yeah. Sorry. Thuno wanted me to hold on to these for you. Here you go.
Roll a deception check for me.
Can I help?
Yeah. What do you say or do to help?
I would have been like, oh no way! I thought I forgot. I guess I did grab them. Because how could we forget you, Fangar?
I honestly forgot my voice, and I don't think this is what it was. But it's been a long day.
Go ahead and roll with advantage.
Okay. What is my deception? It's just straight up and down.
Cool.
19. I'll
There we
take
go.
that.
There we go.
You guys, this is too much.
Save something. Well, it's actually
No, eat
it's
them
up to
all
you.
at once.
It's
Yeah,
up to-
take
it's up
it.
to
Just
And my berries, I'll do what I want.
Oh, well, that's not the attitude I thought we'd get.
Now do you see why maybe he and Magnazella don't get along?
Exactly.
He and Magnazella don't get along?
He's a little aggressive.
Read a room.
Oh, sorry. I wasn't here.
At the front door, Jeeves, you see Lily almost immediately trots on out, comes striding right up to you, says, "We need to talk. You and I need to talk. Please do not leave. We may have more for you." Leads you inside, Jeeves, and you guys are left here in the
Catch my
courtyard.
breath a little bit.
I sort of eyeball everybody as Lily says this and walks in. What is everybody thinking and looking like at that point in time?
I'm on
Donkey.
Lavender 2.
Because
I let I let Edwin on Donkey.
Edwin's like hops off and kind of trots up to the front door there.
Yeah.
And he is let in as well.
Good for him. I'm on Lavender 2, and I'm like,
Oh, when she says don't leave, I'm definitely looking very much no trying to hide it. Like, bitch, you don't tell me what to do. No more.
I said I was done.
Like, never again. It's, the Admiral is done.
I just give the...
Excellent. Okay.
Krug's got his poker face on. He's been back on many retrieval missions for the house and just looks exactly the same every time he comes back. So Jeeves looks at Krirg, and to him, it's just the same dumb face that Krirg always has on.
I was besmitten by Lily's face, so I got a little distracted. But then I look at you, and I'm like, yeah, you should. We'll be here.
She turns, her hair flicks a little bit. She goes, "Jeeves, are you coming?"
Right behind you.
Turns back, steps off. You head inside. What are you four doing as Jeeves follows Lily in?
I hug Krirg.
Krirg covered my butt with the berries, so I just like crash into his leg. I'm like, thank you so much. I felt so bad.
Oh, it all good. And Krirg start with with Luna on his leg, like he just starts walking like with like a kid on his leg. He's like,
you came in so clutch.
yeah,
thank you.
yeah,
Like, every step was
me
just-
know. Hey, we headed to the bar. And just like Krirg starts headed.
Portcullis down. You've been asked to stay. I'm so sorry.
Oh, we're just going to the
You've been asked
bar.
to stay. I'm sorry.
We'll go
Krirg's
later.
had a long couple of days.
We'll go later.
And he's gonna say, "Listen, man, me going to the bar."
Oh, no.
And he says again, "Me going to the bar."
As you say that, you can see that a number of the enforcers kind of turn. They got their hands on various like chains and pipes and jets, kind of weapons. You would see walking out from the other side, stepping up, is Jaha. Kind of leans on the bar. Says, "You sound like you want to get out here and play around. Get a drink. You've been asked to stay, as far as I'm concerned."
Me was asked to bring back some tongues. And those tongues were brought back. So me gonna take a moment to grab a drink at the bar. If you don't mind.
Go ahead and roll a persuasion check for me. Or intimidation.
You have that commanding presence thing, right? Or intimidating presence?
Maybe, yeah.
What is my...
I don't know what it's called. But you mentioned it one time.
I can frighten...
Intimidating presence.
Intimidating presence. I can frighten a creature, DC 12, or be frightened until the end of my next turn.
So you can choose to intimidate or do that. It's up to you.
I'm going to go straight intimidate.
Yeah, go for it.
14
Okay.
plus 0.
You take a look at the dice that I rolled. He looks at you and he says, "Don't make me make you hurt again.
You
Been
can't...
asked to stay. There are drinks in the house.
We don't like the drinks in the house.
We don't like you. I got a bit of a situation here in the house. A friend of the house has gone missing. And there are people under suspicion. I'm not saying you're one of them, but I'm not saying you're not one of them. You've been a little soft in the past. We don't want that to show up again in the face of someone gone missing. We wonder whether that kind heart of yours has gotten in the way again. So each of you are being asked to stay, just until Lily has a chat with Jeeves. Think you can handle that, champ?
I'm gonna punch Jahar straight
Excellent!
in the face.
Through the bars. Crack. Excellent. Go ahead and give me an attack roll.
Surprise attack, right?
Oh yeah, I'll give it to you. Yeah, go with advantage.
I think I'm holding on to his leg as he did.
Yeah, you are.
I've got an 16 to hit.
A 16 to hit. Where are we? That one there. Sorry, I gotta get his stat block up.
Leave you kids alone for 5 minutes.
16 does not hit.
Mm-hmm.
As you whack out at him, he's just a quick smack back at you. You swing it at him, he dodges, and as he swings through, you're able to grab his arm and kind of pull him to the bar. He rolled a nat 1 as he tried to come back at you. You've got his arm, and he's just there, kind of straight-faced, but kind of trying to pull back.
Me making a simple request. Actually, sorry. It been a long couple of days. Me trip over me words. This not a request. Me telling you me going to the bar.
You hear footsteps.
Yaha. Are you done?
You turn and you see the master of the house, Jacob, standing out front there. Everyone kind of goes to attention. Yaha kind of tries to pull his arm back. No, sir. Lily, Lieutenant Scrake asked these people to stay.
And I'm telling you to let them do as they please.
Yes, sir. Give me my fucking arm back.
Say please.
Please.
Mean it.
Please.
And let's go with the arm.
Portcullis opens. Jacob steps down. You can see...
Is food on my leg still this whole time?
Yeah.
The whole time. But
Food
like
is
when
still
I
on your
hear
leg,
when
yeah.
Jacob showed up, I went around to the back to kind of hide behind your leg.
You see a male in his 40s, maybe early 50s. You see he's got dark hair, widow's peak, blue piercing eyes. You see he's got a bit of a 5 o'clock shadow and darkness under his eyes. A single studded diamond earring. A red and purple floral shirt with sleeves pulled up to the elbows. Left arm is heavily tattooed, some sort of winding eldritch creature on his arm. Black pants, black and purple shoes, and a simple wristwatch. What's in there? As he steps out, I'll put Lily out there as well. As he steps out, he just walked calmly across the courtyard. As he walked calmly across the courtyard, he ignores all of you. Walks up to Yaha there. As he walks up to Yaha, he says,
Have you found the mage?
"Not yet, sir. We're still looking into it.
have you found the Durga?
Not yet, sir. We're still looking for raises his hand. 4 eldritch blasts straight into his chest. 4 eldritch blasts straight into his chest. Okay. He goes flying back. 20, 30, 40 feet. Gets blown back on his ass there. Jacob kind of puts his hand back in his pocket casually. Looks at the rest of you and says,
I believe there's one more job we have for you all, but have your drink.
looks at you,
Walk with me.
and steps inside.
Okay.
You guys are dismissed for now.
That was scary. I wasn't sure what was gonna happen.
Very shaken.
I wanna head to the bar.
Excellent.
On my way to the bar,
Yeah.
and this isn't necessarily a stealth check, but I want to see if Jahar has anything that I would feel is rightfully mine on his body.
Make a real quick perception check, not investigation because you're not really searching him. He's not
Yeah.
like dead down. He's just like
Yeah.
and up. Make a perception check for me.
That is a 10.
He has what looks to be a glaive, but that's about it on him.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then I just walk to the bar, and as I'm walking, I'm gonna step over him.
Yeah.
In a very...
You know what? He's been blown onto his back because he's a turtle, and he's like,
Yeah.
yeah. He's trying to like lift himself up off his back as he's rocking from side to side with his glaive there.
Yeah.
And you just like, something cracks and you step over him.
No.
I let go of his leg and I helped Jahara.
Aww.
You help him up.
Okay, bye! I'm gonna go to the bar!
And I'm gonna prance off after him.
Walks away. Are you heading with him?
I think so. It's important to be kind, even to assholes. I
As
see Jahar and I'm like, well, that escalated quickly.
You point to your own scale.
Who the fuck are you?
Don't worry about it. I'm gonna keep moving.
Shakes his head.
God.
You head on. As you head inside, Lily walks with you. She kind of turns a corner abruptly. She kind of looks around. She goes, Jeeves, I need your help. I've made a mistake. I fucked up. There was a mage that we brought here to look at a project that you haven't been privy to, I believe. You know something's been happening in the basement. I don't know if you know what. The Dwegar has gone missing. We brought the mage in to try and finish the job and add some modifications to what we're doing, what Jacob's doing. I can't find the mage. We can't find the mage. If I don't find the mage, I think I'm done for. You're close with Jake. Maybe you can talk to him. Maybe I can borrow you and your crew. There are a number of safe houses. Please.
I can help you with this. You know, I can help you with this. But you need to tell me what this thing is. How is it going to help the people of Uciar?
It's not to help the people of you. Roll a persuasion.
Wow. What? What's that? Me being right? Sorry.
That's very Phoenix Wright of you. Objection!
That's a big 8.
Big 8. I'll roll before. Okay. She looks at you and she says, it's not that. That is not important.
I turn around and start walking away.
It's not to help our people, it's to help others. You leave?
No, I turn around. I stop. I turn back. How is it going to help people? Stop playing word games.
If you are not privy to the details, do you think I would be privy to the details? I know only of the construction and of the things required. The honey, The tongues. The mage. The metamagic expert. His name is right here on the tip of my tongue.
I've got plenty of tongues.
Sorry, what? What do you mean?
What's the matter? Tongue-tied?
Killian Sal. What did you say?
What's the matter? Tongue-tied?
Guy in the middle of the street looks at you and goes, "What? Who the fuck are you?"
I said, don't worry about it. You're going to hear it one day, though.
Okay. Lily Scrag looks at you and says, "Killian Sal, metamagic expert. He was brought in to take a look at it. He asked for a moment, and I think he fled. Jacob was furious. I think my life is in the balance. We have a lead on a safe house. Jacob said I could take you and the misfit team you have acquired, but if you can talk to him, please. I will owe you. I will owe the house. I know this. But I cannot serve the house if I am dead. Or worse, banished or expelled."
You have no idea how this is to help people. Or who it is to help.
I know the ingredients. I know what I've been tasked to do. I know nothing more.
Is there anyone who would know aside from you or this Killian?
Take one guess who would know the most.
Is there anyone who would know other than him and this Killian?
Maybe the Dwergar. He fled not long after I checked in on him after loading up the honey. We have other...
Is there a name for this Dweir guy?
Yes, Dal Delance. He is from the Undermines.
In his role?
He was building the machine, outfitting this carriage, setting up the various pipes and things that are inside.
So we have a carriage, we have some sort of concoction and some sort of dispersal system that is going to help people.
A dispersal system?
Insight check.
Please roll really good, okay?
You rolled a nat 1.
Oh, good, because I rolled a 9.
Okay, I lied. He rolled a nat 20.
Yeah, well.
Deadpan. Not deadpan, but whatever you think now is neither confirmed nor denied.
9.
So, yeah. Please, Jeeves, I'm asking you. You have been the kindest, most dutiful person here. You have been an example for those of us that wish to live in Uciar and that have to or wish to work for the house. At least
Give me the information of these safe houses. I will talk to the group and see if I can persuade them to willingly assist.
I must come with you.
I will put that to the group as well.
Of course. Tells you the details of a safe house in the far north where the edge of Uciar starts to hit the Tepico Wilds. You follow Jacob as he steps up some stairs.
A good sail, I assume. Good to be back out on the waters, I assume. Feel the wind in your hair.
Reminded me of my youth.
I imagine it did, especially with Jeeves on board. Did you like the ship? Made fresh for you.
It got us there and back.
Yes, it did. And did the captain serve well?
He did.
And what happened on Monet?
As he opens the doors to the upper levels here, starts to walk through this velvet carpet floor, velvet carpeted floor.
Velveted, carpeted, floored.
Velveted carpeted floored.
I feel floored.
Stoned shining walls. You need the scry spell just so you can like spy on people when they're doing jokes like this. Oh boy.
Did it bring back memories?
You've only had me in here once before.
Yes. When we sorted out the details of this little...
I've come to believe you don't often ask questions you don't already know the answers to.
There's not many things I don't know the answer to. You're right.
Why don't you tell me what was happening on Monet?
The story will be that the savage locals of Monet turned on the missionaries we supplied. Tragic, but it happens. That word will be spread throughout Axio. And should your former countrymen decide to investigate, they'll come across a dangerous isle. And good luck to them. Water's protected by, well, you know what. And I guess if you decide to join them and aid them in their journey, that'll be it for you, won't it? Take the complimentary pen. We have many of them.
You won't find me amongst them there. My sailing days are behind me.
And are your days in the north on the ranch behind you? Will you stick around?
No.
That's a shame.
I'd like to go back to my quiet. Take a long ride.
You would have been a great chancellor, high chancellor. You know that. That illness was very unfortunate.
I agree. On both counts.
I never did figure out how the best of my healers couldn't stop whatever was going on with you.
I appreciate the effort. Whatever they did, I'm still here.
Well, should you return to Nevium, I dare say we'll be in touch again soon. Might have a few fingers and a few pies there at the moment, and there are people in the city reaching out for help. Help in balancing the wealth disparity there, and the downtrodden are calling for someone to bring Nevium back to balance. Could have been you once upon a time. But we've adjusted.
No longer. Are you gonna get Carl?
Carl is one of the first to go. Once a new chancellor is instated. I would advise that you hang around here for a while, if you wish to keep your wits about you. But you are free to go. One of the very few to have fulfilled their terms. I wish you all the best, and you know where to find me.
You know where to find me as well.
I will always know where to find you.
He holds out his hand to shake your hand there.
I'll shake his hand.
Excellent. As his hand closes around yours, you hear him speak close to your ear. He leans in, does the Trump pull in. I need you to make a wisdom saving throw, please. As that happens, let me double check the nonsense that he has. Yeah, go ahead and make the save, please.
Hell yeah.
It's an interesting one.
Wisdom save, yeah.
I guess it's a 16 plus my 2 for wisdom, right?
An 18?
I guess.
He says...
I don't have proficiency anymore, right?
Yeah, it's true.
Just an old man.
Yeah. He says,
Do me a favor. Help Lily with this one last thing, as a good lad.
And you have been suggested for the next 8 hours. 18 does not save. Gives you a pat on the arm, the politician pat on the arm.
Sure.
Appreciate it.
And he gestures to the door. You never made it in past the corridor. He kind of led you into the corridor where there's many, many doors and sconces. But he gestures for you to head back down the stairs.
Turn and go look for Lily, I guess. Seems like a good idea.
As you head down to the foyer there, Lily is walking out with Jeeves. Both you and Lily kind of stop and look up and see Eli heading down the stairs. You all meet in the foyer there. Is he in a good mood?
Seem to be.
Please.
I will do what I can.
Thank you. That's all I ask. Okay, and she kind of strides off.
And I sort of nod to Eli to come and talk for a second.
Sure.
So, you are clear.
I am. We spoke.
There's a opportunity that has been presented to the group to find out from the only person that is not him what is really happening. And you are not obliged any longer. But maybe, as a friend, you would come this one last time.
Sure. One last ride.
You son of a bitch, I'm in.
One last ride. We cut.
Son of a bitch.
We cut to the bar before you head up to do whatever it is you wish to do. We cut to the bar. Boris, is it Boris? Oh man, it is Boris.
This one is Boris?
This is Boris. Yeah, Boris Tarkov. Looks at you and says, "Hey, welcome back. Was it good sale you had?"
Yeah, it was great. We're gonna need to be 4 more drinks in each.
Of course, like instantly.
Yeah, just like we got lots of catching up to do.
I do ale with absinthe, with a little splash of caffeine, with a Red Bull.
Great. Oh, look at this little Red Bull in this. For the little Red Bull garnish.
You have to squeeze him and put him in, and he runs around in circles, and then shut him down.
You put one beverage into another beverage?
Yeah.
Why? That doesn't make any sense.
Helps you get the drink quicker.
Did he give me the size that they have?
Yeah, you got big one.
Yeah.
Struggling to hold it.
I've never had this like fun of a beverage before, and I'm just like,
To our health.
Constitution saves?
So, Constitution saves. Yeah, give us Constitution saves. He says, so,
I've been thinking talent night, open mic night, you know, get some locals in to do stand-up or something. Yeah.
Magnazella's so good.
30-20.
Natural 20.
You go in for a second.
Yeah.
5.
You immediately, your head starts to spin, your heart starts to beat. You don't know if it's because he suggested stand-up comedy, but you are just a mix of like, yeah. You're under the poisoned effect for now, which is just disadvantage on everything.
Great.
Yeah.
Sick.
He says,
Actually, Magnazella is really good at standing up.
You do good stand-up.
I cannot stand in this moment, but if you give me a second, I might be able to.
That's a good one. Do it. Give me some joke. I audition you here.
Oh, dang.
It's so funny you're laughing at it yourself. Did you hear it in your mind there and laughed at it? This is great.
I had some friends back home think I was kind of funny. Sometimes they would call me a clown, and I don't know if it was a compliment or an insult. But right now it feels like a compliment. I feel really warm. My heart is going so fast. Is that normal? Do your drinks do that? You're so so good at making drinks.
What a
That
setup!
is so good.
I'm trying to help.
I'm so good. I just want to say I love you guys, and I'm having the best time. I'm learning so much.
Hugs you.
Krirg goes in for a hug too.
Big group hug, real quick. Drunkenly at this bar.
You two come on stage and do that in the show.
Yeah, sure. Me always down.
Well.
Okay. And what's the punchline of that?
We're just waiting till I stand up and I can give you a punch. It won't be in a line though. It'll probably it'll be a little bit of a diagonal. And maybe a little bit of a roller coaster. It's gonna be a thrill ride. It's gonna be a hookup. It's gonna be a top to bottom. It's gonna be a bet. It's gonna be.
We cut away from this. Jeeves. We'll get back to that. We'll get back to that. Hold that thought. Unless it's like imperative.
No.
Okay.
No.
We'll come back to
Definitely
that.
not.
Okay. We'll get back to that. You head upstairs. You know where to go. The whole door at the end is where the large kind of mahogany office with the beautiful bookshelf.
I can picture it now.
As you open the door, you knock and open, as you're allowed to do. Your first instinct is to glance around and look for that one thing that's never in the same spot. You spot it. Jacob looks at you. Old friend?
Old friend.
They're a wily bunch, aren't they?
There are all kinds of good in people. Takes many forms.
They don't really follow what they're told, do they? Been told that crates have been looked in. The crate you just brought back has been damaged. The goods. This is unacceptable. You know that, though.
There were complications.
Always are. I trust Lily asked you about her little transgression, her little mistake.
I believe it can be handled.
If it can't be, I'd prefer to not to have to fire her myself, if you understand what I'm saying. I don't ask you to do this often, but there are some who know a little too much, may need to be either incentivized or silenced.
We've done this a long time. We are friends. This is for the good of the people.
This is for the good of more people than I've ever helped.
Just because something is right doesn't always mean we have the right, does it?
You got something to say it.
This was difficult. There's a lot of sacrifices that have been made. I never question if it's worth it. But you need to tell me this is worth it.
You see what I've done here. What I've inherited and what I've done here. The people I've helped, the initiatives I've started. I do what I must to keep our people safe, well-fed, well-educated. There are those in other places who are not. And there are those in other places who actively prevent people from finding that little spark of life or intelligence or money that would give them the head start in life. I can give that to them. They need to see that I can give that to them. And those others need to see that they are one mistake away from becoming those that they walk past in the street and ignore. It's one thing to spit on someone and look down at them, But it's one thing to pretend they don't even exist. And the ex-Admiral Vey comes from such a place.
He has seen much. He has changed. He has lost. He is a good man. I will find what you need found.
Good. Bring them back, as you always do.
And I'll turn and walk out.
Excellent. As you walk on out, we cut back to the bar. it's like.
And Krirg is just keeping it going.
Yeah.
Like everything Magnazella is saying is like, yeah, more.
Yes,
more.
handing.
Yeah. Yes, and why did the dragon cross the road?
Because they were on the opposite side of my bar and they wanted to come in and tell joke.
Yeah, it was Happy Dragon Hour somewhere. That joke lands where I come from, and I got kicked out because I lost a stone. Because I'm so silly. I'm the
Have I heard
silliest
about this?
little dragony goose, waving my little tail, waving my little staff.
Dragon.
My heart is beating so fast. This is so good.
She takes both of your hands and is like, "You got kicked out? Too?
Did I? What? I don't know. I'm just. What?
We need to work on your set. You can't come in here and say that to these people.
I can't?
Well, I mean, you can if you want to, but I don't. I think we, the people who love you, think it's way funnier than the people who don't know you. Of course we do.
And we think you so funny. You should definitely do this
We
in
think
front
you're
of
funny.
people.
I'm so drunk right now. This feels so good. I
love
love
you.
you
We
guys
love
so
you.
much. This feels just like the water. We're flowing. And I'm so vulnerable and free. This feels so good.
Tell me another joke.
I feel like we're about to encounter the safest house ever. That's what I feel.
We fast forward time perhaps to the early evening, whether you guys spend your day, your afternoon in the bar there, whether you seek out anyone in particular. But as we get to the evening here, the nightlife of Uciar comes to life. It is not a pumping party. It is a lot of going to a bar, from work to a bar, leaving at exactly 10 p.m. when they close, and heading back home, being indoors and chilling out by 11 p.m. preferably. A little bit of leeway. If you're not in by midnight, then you start to get in a bit of trouble. Also that you can
Like
wake
people
up in the...
patrolling the street. You said there was like a more militant presence. They like
Yeah.
enforce a curfew to make sure people get home.
Well, if you're not in bed by midnight, how are you going to get up at 6 or 7 or 8 a.m. and help the city function? So it's purely for your good.
Right.
It's a citywide bedtime.
Yeah. Yes.
As
I
we
really
get
like my citywide bedtime.
as we get to the earlier evening, I'd love to know, you guys would probably meet up again together, still shit-faced.
We're like helping one
Yeah.
arm over each of our shoulders, one way
You're able to
lower
wait.
than the
One arm and one knee.
You guys are so helpful. I love you guys so much.
Portcullis opens. Tick, 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 tick.
Before that, I want to
Is the guard there that was giving me shit earlier?
No, he would have changed off. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. You're able to head on in, and Fangar's not there. You're able to head on in, but yeah, before that.
I want to get with the admiral and see if he still has that sending stone that the captain of the ship gave him. And I want to contact the captain and inquire if everything is all right and if he has been successfully released and is enjoying his. Captain, This is Jeeves. I'm checking in to make sure you are safe and released.
No, come on. I jumped in the ocean.
That's the important part, yes. You got wet. There was it'd be tragedy if you got wet for no reason.
For no reason.
All right, maybe it's just maybe he was pooping. Maybe he will message back later on. I put the stone away for now, and then see if I can find the crew somewhere. I will locate an object that we all know Krirg would not be far from his favorite beer stein.
Yeah, you're able to locate them. They're coming in the gate, up through the stairs, and you're able to meet and congregate back in that kitchen area that you guys were kind of first.
Is Lily there too with us?
Lily is
I was going
not
to
there.
well, I was going to invite Lily like 30 minutes after
Excellent.
them.
You let me know when Lily steps on in. I'll let you. Yeah, beautiful.
We have gotten some further information via the Tongues and Honey Project. Zero clarification on the exact method. Assurances that it will help more people than have been helped ever before.
In the same way that everyone being helped now.
One could infer this, although it was not stated. Additionally...
Me never infer. That always make ass out of you and me.
Look and see if there's a chalkboard and... Yeah, no. It's, understood. I'm there with you. We did receive further information that while the ingredients are now here, although some of them appear to have been spoiled, the mechanism, the project cannot move forward without at least one of two individuals that have disappeared. We have been asked to help find those individuals with the accompaniment of Lily Strike. I know at first it sounds like something like this might be uninteresting to you, as it would just forward an endeavor you do not necessarily believe in. But to me, it is the only way, the only person is this mage, this meta-magic specialist. He's the only other one, aside from Jake, that can identify and tell us exactly what is happening. So if we find this person, if we get the true story, we can then choose how we are to act.
I'm in.
Krirg?
Are they asking or are they telling?
Depends upon which of the parties you would be assuming is conveying this message. Lily is asking. He is telling.
Then would it matter I say?
I won't ask you to do this if your heart is not in it.
My muscle is.
That is your strongest muscle.
The heart, Max. The heart is the strongest muscle, Max.
Leave the jokes to me, jeez. I got it.
She's way better at him than you are.
I'm also in case you were wondering.
I really wasn't, but she was.
She steps on in. I gather Jeeves has told you of my predicament?
Yeah, it sounds like you need our help. And since you always so kind and so helpful to us, we going to return that favor in the same manner.
I don't know what to say. This is unnecessary. Your kindness, at least. Your muscle, definitely necessary. Did you speak to him?
Of course.
So he's aware that this is a joint effort?
He is aware that we are all participating in this, except for maybe the Admiral.
I wouldn't ask you to help, but it would make me feel a lot better to have you there with us.
Just an old man with a hook.
You're the most proficient old man with a hook I've ever met.
My ledger's clear.
That's why I'm not asking you to join. I'm just saying it would make me feel a lot
Maybe
better.
one day you'll get yours cleared too. I'll help.
You're all in?
Yeah, me in.
She goes around and shakes your hand.
Great. That worked well last time.
Shakes your hand. Shakes your hand.
Do you think she can tell I'm really drunk right now?
She can hear you say this.
Shakes your hand. Drops down to Percival. Percival. I have given Percival the directions to the safe house. If you are not feeling up to it tonight, I strongly recommend you rest.
Safe house?
Yes, that is the suspected location.
It is a known Nevium hideout that we have under surveillance. Our surveillance people went missing not too long ago. We've figured that maybe there is an active Nevium cell here.
Are there any items that you know Killian would never be without?
What are you looking at me for? I got here 10 days ago.
I do not know Killian all that well. He does have somewhat of a globe that he has on him for a spellcasting focus, but there are many that have globes in the city. Perhaps if we can get a glimpse of him, either stake out the safe house or go in guns a-blazing. We must bring him.
I'm fairly certain Krirg has a preference on one of those two strategies, so we will certainly do what he wants and surveil.
I also have some guns a-blazing.
Oh,
They're right here. Do you see them?
I do. It's
The
very
arc.
impressive. It's very impressive.
Arc.
Is that calisthenics or yoga or?
I do a lot of yoga. I can teach you sometime.
I have always wanted to get into it, to be honest, but never found the time.
She's so good at it. She teach me how
Start
to do
exiting
handstand.
the room.
Me would like to do. But in order, I want to do it to make her look better. What would you say is a wingman check? Can I do a wingman check?
That would be a performance, but it would be a performance, and do you have proficiency in performance?
Nope.
Okay, so that would be a dexterity performance check.
Dexterity performance check.
So you'd roll a d20 and add your dexterity, and if you have a performance modifier, you would add it. But
Okay. What's a +3?
You got this.
+3 to dex, and then your
Go get your girl.
performance is
0.
0. Beautiful. Just d20 +3.
Yeah. 18.
Dang!
You drop, and it's not like you cartwheel into a handstand. You literally just drop to the ground, do like the headstand press, and go straight up in the air. She goes, Oh, my. You taught him that?
And upside down, I say, yeah, she great. Me can do this because she's so great.
I'm good with my hands. And when I see
The arc.
And when you say that, did you say we're gonna kick? No, that's it?
I think so.
Okay.
As this is happening, Jeeves said he was like starting to creep out of the room. I want to go after him just real quick.
Okay, you leave. She goes,
You're busy.
I can imagine. I've seen you with the bow staff. I imagine you're quite good with your hands, fisticuffs wise. Perhaps we can schedule in a beginner session. I would pay you, of course.
I mean, I would do it if I could use the
You're out as well.
volunteer
I'm
hours.
last person to walk out of the
Yeah.
room. As I do, I just kind of reach into one of my pouches and grab a grooming brush, and I pull the kitchen door shut behind me as I walk out of the room.
I've also
Oh, you've also left me.
beheaded up.
You've got a session to schedule.
Let me pull out my planner. Oh no, it's my joke journal on accident.
You write jokes?
I do.
You just stand up?
Yeah, I could show them to you sometime. I can't write because I gotta go to bed for this whole safe house quest
Indeed.
thing. But perhaps,
Could you maybe tell me just one joke?
what's the deal with snakes, right? Everyone thinks they're so scary. They don't even have limbs because they're snakes. They're just a line that goes ooh. That's it.
Okay, so maybe like next week for the yoga?
Yeah. We're,
Okay.
I'll
find you.
Yeah.
Walks out.
I'm just like, I actually, Magnazella's like, that went so well. I crushed it.
Scheduled a session. You told a joke. You were in a room alone with her.
Yeah.
You shook her hand.
Yeah,
You, like
there was chemistry.
Sure.
Off the chart. Everyone saw it.
I wasn't even
I'm
in the
on
room.
top of the world.
Can't confirm or deny.
You guys have left in this evening here, knowing that perhaps early morning, you can get up and go into the safe house, but we still have the evening here as you head out after Jeeves. You're a little way behind, but I'll let you guys rendezvous first.
I'm kind of like, oh, sorry, Percival. I'm like going around him. Hey, boss. I might have a very distinct advantage here for the safe house situation that are available to criminals and spies. I would really like to do this well, and I don't want to spook the guy that could like answer all of these questions for us. So I know that some of us, she looks behind her shoulder, make sure Krirg's not too close, because she doesn't want to offend him, but like the whole snake situation. So she's like, I know that some of us like would be down to just like go in and get him and come back, but I really think it's important that we talk to him. I need help convincing everyone that my idea is a good one. Your ideas are always great. Krirg's ideas are mostly awesome all the time, and I've never seen the Admiral make a bad decision. Ex-Admiral make a bad decision. And Magnazella and I.
Once you're an admiral, you're always an admiral. It's like retired admiral.
Oh, okay.
You're an admiral,
Mr. Vey is now also really good at making decisions, and like for the most part, people don't even notice me. So like maybe you could talk.
Fewer words.
Right.
More explaining the plan.
Okay. No one's ever asked her to explain her plans before, and they're always secret. They just go on in her head and she does stuff. So she says, I would like to go in early with you, and maybe you and me, or maybe me and the Admiral, because of Nevium safe house, and then everyone else be able to take up positions. I'm getting it. I'm getting strategy. And at the exit points and wait for us. Provide a second layer just in case, because criminals are easy to spook. Not that I would know. I'm not one.
Oh, believe
if
me,
I were-
I know that criminals are easy to spook.
I think I know exactly where the safe house is. I think I know exactly how to get in. I may have been once or twice.
I look at Percival. I look at. Could you two confirm that you are thinking the same safe house?
We don't have to speak a common language to telepathically communicate, so I'm going to use one of my psionic telepathy. As long as his intelligence level is enough to speak, and I know that it is because he just talked to Lily, then he can understand me. And I'm going to talk to him about the Topeka wilds, and I'm like, I've lived under the wilds my whole life, Percival. I think this is the location, right? And like in my mind, I'm like up to the north, up by the, and I'm thinking of this old safe house I went to a long time ago when I was still living in the Undermines.
In Uciar?
Yeah, like at the edge.
Yeah, at the very edge of Uciar. Yeah. I'll say that you gather you're talking about either the same building or at least definitely the same area.
Yeah.
Yeah, like a slummy outskirt of like houses and streets. A place that is still under the equality of Uciar, but in the building of UCR, rather than do the thing of like, oh shit, we have to rebuild, they go overboard. They build more, kind of like abandoned, like North Korean kind of buildings. So they have enough if people ever come here. They don't have to say, hey, you wait in a refugee center. Everything is ready. Everyone is ready to be provided for. These buildings on the outskirt are not as populated as the dense kind of inner city. And you would know that that people from the Undermines, people from Nevium, people from Valorith sometimes would have houses here that they either squat in or are rented to them by some of the more sly UCR individuals who, like yourselves, follow the house but don't quite follow the house.
Yeah.
And Percival goes,
Yeah, we're thinking of the exact same place. Went a long time with my father and helped him build something there. He's an artificer. So it was a long time project. We were there for a month, and there is a safe house in that area. I think I could have some pull with someone there and could get us in easier and without any fuss. We've had enough fuss for one adventure, I think.
Delicacy does seem to be the watchword for this operation. We can, on the morrow, go and observe the exterior and define positions where the rest of the group can wait and one or two can go in.
And you'll tell everyone, right?
I will explain everyone that your plan does seem to be an optimal suggestion.
Your plan.
But it's not my plan.
Admiral comes down the stairs, Krirg closely behind, not too far behind Lily. You're all kind of in the foyer. As that happens, you would hear,
We got him! We found him! We got him! Bring him in!
portcullis opening, and that's where we're going to go to break.
We got him. We found him.
Portcullis raises. As the portcullis raises, you see marching on in a number of enforcers, but chiefly among them you see Jaha, and you see walking beside him the Furbolg. As Jaha and the Furbolg kind of march on in together, held between two enforcers is Del. He seems to be kind of bruised and a little bloodied, legs kind of kicking, and they just drag him in. Excuse us. You mind moving out the way, please? Thank you. As he's moved on in, you would see that Jacob has come down the stairs and is just looking down. They go to take him to a lower section. Jacob goes, no. Bring him up here. I need to speak to him. Kind of look. Jaha takes him and starts to lead him upstairs. As he leads him upstairs, the doors open and the three of them go inside. As the three of them go inside, you are left in the foyer there with the Furbolg, very familiar looking Furbolg, and Lily, and I hand it back to you guys.
What's he gonna do to him?
Bigger question is, do I know any ways to listen in on what goes on in that room?
It's a very good question, because you would, but you also know that Jacob is very perceptive. You would know of a nook or a cranny in one of the rooms below that you can kind of try to listen in. You haven't done it in a while, but you gather it's still possible.
Would it help if me distracting someplace else?
What are you guys talking about? Distracting. Who are you?
Me just some guy.
We're talking
that point.
about
Yes.
Lieutenant
We just slip away while he's
We're
talking
talking
to Kurt.
about Lieutenant Strike.
Lieutenant Strike?
She's hot, right?
Yeah.
Isn't she here?
Really distracting.
I'm right beside you in the foyer here. I'm very flattered. Thank you.
Am I? So.
You're there as well. Yeah, you're all there. I said you're all in the foyer with these people.
Just wanted to double check.
Sorry. Me ask the Furbolg.
Yeah.
What your name?
My name is where are we? My name is Diplog.
Diplog. Sorry.
Lieutenant Diplog to you.
Oh, Lieutenant Diplog.
Thank you.
My apologies.
No. Not
Me
intended.
me got in a little bit of trouble. Not big trouble. Trying to
Trouble
find.
in China?
Exactly.
Me
was looking for a drink at the Rusty Tankard yesterday night.
Oh, yeah.
And me got into it with Jaher.
Wait, Jaha's got the little pole mark on his face there?
Yeah.
Well done.
He grabbed me at wrong time, and me trying to find a drink tonight. But instead of going to the Rusty Tankard, me trying to get a drink here in the house. To distract myself from our next mission.
All right, enjoy it.
Yeah. Anyone else here thirsty?
And I'm like trying to chug water, like trying to sober up just a little bit.
No.
Excellent.
You trying to come with us?
No, absolutely not.
Okay.
But thank you for the invite. It's very kind. I don't drink with the lower level enforcers. It's cute. Very cute.
Of course. That makes sense.
Well, enjoy yourself here. I'm gonna. Well, a job well done. I'm expecting probably a handsome payday. Take care.
I head out to the nearest place to grab a drink.
In the house or out?
In the house.
In the house, you would know that there's alcohol in the kitchen. There's like a private kind of cellar, wine and spirits cellar that's down below that security personnel, esteemed guests, VIPs would have access to.
Okay. I'll head to the kitchen.
It's late. There's no one in there.
Yeah.
It's completely open.
And I'm gonna get hammered, make noise, and make a distraction so some of these lower and mid-level enforcers come and deal with me instead of whatever it is Jeeves and Thuna want to take care of. And I get to that point really, really quick. In fact, I start raging, like alcohol raging.
Okay, do me a favor. Can you roll back here a performance check with advantage because you're raging? We're going to keep it hidden from them. And I will cut to and from you.
Performance enhanced rage. Rage enhanced performance. Rage enhanced performance. Yes.
Plus 0.
Okay. Beautiful. Excellent.
So as soon as Dippy and Krirg started talking, I grabbed Suna by the arm, and we started walking off to go and do our duties, which of course involve going to the secret observation closet.
You head down a corridor. As you head down a corridor, you're heading to not a cupboard, but like a storeroom that has like stacked chairs for the dining, like banquet hall sort of thing. You're able to kind of wheel them away and kind of climb up them to a point that is kind of under Jacob's office area there. Go ahead and roll perception checks for me.
I do.
Yes, both of you. Yeah, one each.
Oh, that's a 9.
Okay.
That's a 25.
Beautiful.
I think that's higher.
Does a 25 beat a 9?
You get there in time to hear, "Thank you, Jaha, that'll be all." And the footsteps of the turtle heading out down the stairs there. As you hear them leave, you, Jeeves, are possibly distracted by the state of this room in particular. You're pretty good at keeping everything clean, but this one has been slightly neglected.
It's awful. I just can't believe the state of this house.
I can't believe it. You would hear,
"So, you ran? Why?"
I didn't run. I was told you needed some other bits and pieces for it, so I was trying to do my duty to the house and get some stuff for you.
You're lying. I know when you're lying. I know when everyone's lying.
Right?
Is there a Nevium spy you spoke to?
Nevium spy? No.
So where are they from?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Right.
You were found with this? Right. I don't know who wrote it.
Interesting.
So good.
Tell me, Mr. DeLance. Has anyone come to visit you while you work?
No.
No one at all.
I mean, Lily Skrike came down.
Good to know. Are you willing to go back to work, Mr. Skrike?
Honestly, I feel like perhaps,
Mr. Skrike, perhaps it's time you go back to work.
Of course, yeah, I can get straight to work right now. No problem.
Good man.
You hear him step out. As you hear him step out, you hear something break. We cut to the kitchen. There's 3 or 4 enforcers that are like, whoa, calm down. It's okay.
43 bottles of ale on the wall. 43 bottles of ale. Take one down, knock it around.
Krirg.
42 bottles of ale on the wall.
The doorway is darkened by Jaha, who says, "You're in big trouble, mister."
Oh, you have no idea, buddy.
Bang, headbutt. Does a...
Ooh, you got me back.
Does a dirty 20 hit you?
It does.
Beautiful. That is just going to be that is just going to be 4 points of bludgeoning damage. Crack. I need a real quick initiative from you.
Yeah. Which I get advantage on.
You do, yeah.
That's a 15.
A 15. Beautiful. He headbutts you. As he headbutts you, he immediately reaches like into his shell, Ninja Turtle style, and pulls out a glaive. As he does, you go first.
Great.
He's a big dude.
You know what?
Yeah.
I'm gonna pick him up. I'm gonna pick him up over my head, and I'm just gonna hold him there. I'm not even trying to fight him.
Go ahead.
I just need him to know.
Yeah. Go ahead and make it. Make an athletics check.
I'm still raging.
You're still raging, yeah.
Natural 20.
Do me a favor.
My guy.
Take a look at that. You lift him up. He kind of rolls off your back. He lifts you up. You roll off his back. You are like both clinching, like same training sort of thing.
That anime thing, like we're punching and it's happening at the same time. Boom, boom.
Excellent. You try to do that. Doesn't quite work.
No.
You've still got your movement and your frenzy action, if you wish.
Yeah. I don't think I'm gonna draw my weapon on him, so I'm gonna frenzy action, and I'm gonna or frenzy attack, and I'm gonna drop kick him, like wrestling style. Put my feet up in the air, hit him with both feet.
Excellent. Go ahead and give me an attack roll here.
Grab the drink on the way down.
Ooh, that's a 27.
Yeah, absolutely hits.
Good news, you're not on the leg this time.
That's just 5 bludgeoning.
5 bludgeoning. Excellent. You headbutt him. As you headbutt him.
No, drop kick.
Drop kick him. Sorry, yeah. As you drop kick him, he is going to immediately. He's a dick. You are not. That was not reckless, was it?
It was not reckless.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
The glaive comes in at you. Jab, swipe. That is going to be a 14, an 18, and a big old miss.
Yeah, the 18 hits.
The 18 hits. As he swipes at you with that glaive, that is going to be 5 points of slashing damage. But you see, as he swipes in at you, there is almost like a paladin-like radiance that comes from him. For a second, it's bright, but then it curls into this more darker necrotic, and that is 16 necrotic damage on top.
Okay.
As he swipes out
just
at you.
Yes. 2 for the
2 plus 16.
16. 18.
Yeah. Immediately after that, as a bonus action, as he hits you, I need a Constitution saving throw.
Alright.
Just a little kitchen brawl between
That's
bros.
a 13.
A 13.
Just
Excellent.
boys being boys.
Just boys being boys.
Just boys being boys.
With a 13, you feel that necrotic darkness start to cover over your eyes there. And as it covers over your eyes, you blink away this blinded condition very quickly. And we come back to your turn as he's kind of around. You've got the glaive in front. Stand back, I got this one. Don't worry about it. He's outlived his usefulness.
Yeah. I imagine in the kitchen, there's tables and there's all sorts of tools.
Table in the middle,
and
fry
things like
pans, knives.
So what I want to do is, if I can, paint this picture that I'm at.
Go for it.
If I can pull down the vent hood over him. So I want to grab it off the ceiling, bring it down, and cover him with it. He tried to blind me.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try to blind him.
Beautiful.
Back.
Give me a real quick athletics check.
All right.
You thought the banquet room was bad. You're in trouble now, sir.
Oh my!
Just keep turning it until it gets to the number you want it to.
That's it's a 14.
A 14. 12, 13, 14. You pull it down, and it's like he's kind of holding it. As you're trying to push it down, he is holding it there.
Yeah.
You kind of got it here over his head, and he's straining to keep it off his head there.
Bonus attack. I'm gonna kick him in the nuts.
Yeah. Give me an attack roll, please.
18.
18 hits.
All right.
5 points.
That's 5 bludgeoning.
as he kind of winces, his hands go down and you pull the hood over him. As you pull the hood over him, you two are able to kind of walk back out and past if you wish to. And you just see this vent hood over the top of this turtle, kind of bent and contorted, with a glaive that he's trying to swing out at, and he's just kind of bumping into shit there.
Wait, so we are walking past
the kitchen.
My kitchen.
Your kitchen.
I'm just going to walk in. What is going on in here?
He started it, but I'm gonna finish it.
I don't care. You're drunk. Go home.
I push over Jair as I walk out.
He doesn't even fall over. He just like kind of like one of those
the little
yeah. Because he's still stuck in the thing, and he just dropped his glaive, and he has his hands like at attention.
Yeah, just pull whatever is.
You pull it off. He says, "I'm sorry, Jeeves, sir. I didn't mean to destroy your kitchen here. I was trying to stop."
Get out.
Yes, sir.
This won't happen again. And then I give you like a wink. The Jair is on my right. If he's on my right side, I wink at you with my left side.
I'm not even looking, just expecting them to go. And as soon as even before they walk out, I've got the range part that has been brought down, and I'm already casting Mending.
Excellent. The house is alive with kind of excited, like Lily's in there, Diplog's in there, you two are in there, you two are in there. Lily and like most everyone else is just like standing watching the fight, arms folded as Yaha kind of walks out there. Krirg walks past as well. Lily just looks and goes, "Oh, that was exciting. Glad I wasn't on the end of that."
You're just so distracted.
Me.
These fights are just like crazy, am I right? I happen to really admire really strong, brave women. Like so.
Of course, there's nothing better.
Absolutely.
There's not enough of them, and they're not celebrated enough.
Exactly. We need to be celebrating
strong women,
beautiful, strong women such as yourself.
Fantastic. Go and celebrate it somewhere out of my kitchen.
Oh no. Maybe we could go celebrate it together.
Did you have a place in mind?
I hear there's a cellar with some good booze.
Here in the building?
It sure is, and I know that there are people not there, and we could go there.
Roll persuasion.
19. Hold on. Whole person. 18. 18.
She looks at you. Oops, sorry. Playing footsies under the table with the rock. Looks
So
at you.
distracting.
Stop! This is my thing!
You're playing footsies over the table with Katie.
Looks at you and says, "I mean, yeah, I could go for a drink. Hell, whatever we're doing tomorrow is going to be intense, so I should let off a little steam, yeah."
Exactly. I happen to know some ways to let off steam, actually, off the top of my head. What do I know?
Okay, lead the way.
I just I don't know if it's appropriate to grab her hand, so I do this, upper arm kind of thing, and then I realize that's weird, so then I try to run it through my scale, through my scales. I try to do this the hand up here. I try to comb off. I try to comb my horn. Oh no, I meant to comb my horn, kind of thing. I'm trying so hard to be.
I just slammed the door on the kitchen.
Kitchen door slams.
Closed.
You head down to the cellar. The cellar door shuts as well.
It's just me and him.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
But were you in the kitchen?
No, I walked out. I was walking out, and they were like, those two also left.
I would be like, no, not you.
No, come on. I'm really sad.
What do you know?
Just to confirm before I answer, we did hear him call Deldalance Mr. Skrike. twice.
I think that was a mistake, right? It's
What,
it's
did
not.
I say Mr. Scry?
Yeah,
Twice.
you did.
So I was like, is that
When
her
did I say
husband?
that?
Twice when you were Jacob.
You didn't say it. Jacob said it.
Jacob's. Well,
I didn't say Mr. DeLance?
No.
I thought I said Mr. DeLance.
It's all right.
I was just
canon.
confirming. I was making sure he wasn't married to Lily
Oh,
Scribe.
fuck it, he is now.
Well, there our wife goes.
It's now even more interesting.
I don't know though. So I don't know I'm being a homewrecker.
I
thought-
think we should roll a D100.
Didn't he say? So I definitely, we can cut this out. I swear I remember everything, but I did say.
No, I noticed
You
it
said
too.
Krirg. It was just
No,
like,
no, I get that, but he did infer that Lily was the one that came down. Was the only
Yes.
one
Yes.
that he met.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. As long as I got that across, I'm happy.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, I think it was right after that. It's like Lily Scrike is the only one that came down, and then you're like, okay, well, Mr. Scrike, it was like,
Oh.
yeah.
Well, there you go.
We can. I don't have. What do you want me to do in terms of like referring to them? Does it matter?
Roll a D100.
Jacob could have also just made a mistake.
No, Jacob doesn't make mistakes. Roll a D100. Let's see if they're married.
See if they're married.
Let's just say 75
Maybe
or
they're
up.
brother and sister.
You said 75.
Yeah.
And they are.
Yeah.
74.
I guess Jacob made a mistake.
They're just engaged.
So he's fallible. Wonderful.
He bleeds. So he bleeds.
Great. Then I will say, as I'm cleaning, because I'm trying to like get on your good side here. I'm picking up some like pots and pans things that got knocked over and making sure that is kind of creating some level sound, just in case any ears are listening in. And I will say, I may have remember on the ship when I said I did a couple things I shouldn't have done. I now realize that was definitely one of them. Being put a little note in a little place for Deldelance telling him that maybe he should like run away.
Why would you tell?
I advised him that when you're doing something for the house, especially something that seemed of such utmost importance, when it's done, you don't hear from them again. Have you heard from Captain Edwin?
I don't think anyone has heard from the captain yet, but the captain is not working on a project in Jacob's basement.
He was working on a project to assist the basement project. I thought I was doing the right thing. He's from where I'm from. I miss it terribly. I want to go back. I thought if he went back, it'd be like someone made it. I keep trying to make people get out, and it only gets them hurt. It was a mistake. I didn't know then what I know now.
Did you write this note by hand?
Yeah. But only with this hand. It's my dominant hand, the one I always write with.
I will do what I can, but I believe it is only a matter of time before he knows that you will have written that note.
What do you think he'll do to me?
I don't think you want me to tell you what I think he will do to you.
She burns her journal immediately. It's in her messenger bag, and it's all of the things that she uses to create her poisons and things, like all the ingredients she collects. So it's not like her diary, but it's full of her handwriting. And she walks over to the stove, maintains eye contact with you, and just burns it. Her fingers get burnt a little bit.
You will also have to be careful tomorrow on what Miss Lily sees and learns that you can and know, because she may very well tell him, and he will put two and two together.
I really am trying to do good. I'm not just doing the stuff to make trouble, I swear.
Trouble finds you. And now, I am in it with you. It is not just you, everyone you touch. Families will go missing.
People today. Yeah, no, that's applying appropriate amount of pressure to me for sure. Definitely. Thank you for that note. And I will internalize it for the rest of my life, I swear to God.
Good night, Zona.
Okay. She'll leave, head hung in shame, very guilt-ridden and feeling like, poo-poo caca.
Okay.
As they say.
What are you up to? As the evening draws along, knowing that you haven't really discussed the plan for in too much detail, but knowing that it's probably going to be an early start tomorrow, because the longer you wait, the more chance there is that this mage leaves. That goes for everyone.
At least to start with, I'm going to casually shadow Miss Skrike and
so distracting.
Magdalena, and just stand watch outside the cellar entrance to make sure no one else goes down there.
That's very
Give them their moment of privacy.
Okay.
But
Eli's gonna be a sock on the door.
But that quickly changes as soon as things start settling down.
Mm-hmm.
I am gonna go out to the stables and head out for a midnight ride.
Excellent. You head out for
The midnight ride of Elijah Bay.
The midnight ride
Beautiful.
of Elijah Bay.
You head out on a midnight ride. Krirg?
Instead of going home, I think I'm gonna go to the safe house, which is
know where it is.
a place that Krirg, as somebody trying to help all the other people in the city, has been to a couple of these safe houses.
Yeah, you know
And
the area of them. Yeah.
And he's just gonna go to the safe house, meet with some of the people that he normally meets with to make sure to hand out money. Things like that.
Yeah.
And just scope out the place, doing normal Krirgy things.
They don't outwardly profess their disdain for the house, but they recognize that you are kinder than the others. You come alone, and you've built up a trust with them enough, as you have with Eldara. You head to a street that has a number of kind of small houses there, almost like a housing, like a haphazardly built housing estate. It's not just one building; it's a number of smaller buildings around this place. And as you make your way through, you're able to meet up with regulars and chat to them. I will go ahead and get an investigation check from you, please.
Definitely.
Investigation. Yeah, just an investigation. Yeah.
It's like 2.
2.
What is it? It's a 2.
It's a 2.
You're
Excellent.
helping people.
I'm just helping people. This
people.
is doing my nightly rounds.
Yeah, doing your nightly rounds. You certainly don't notice anything untoward or anything that stands out, but you know the area. You clock a couple of buildings that do not answer the door. You gather that those tenants have either moved on or are not answering the door because they're sleeping. And you certainly don't see the curtains of one particular building kind of part as you knock on the door. An individual peeks their face out there, kind of shuts it, prepares some sort of spell. And as you walk away, they dispel that spell, breathing heavily, glancing at a timepiece there, waiting for someone. You don't notice any of that. And you move on.
Cool. I head home, get a good night's rest.
Yeah! Great night's rest.
Oh boy. We're in for it.
In the cellar. I just think maybe I fucked up, and thank goodness for Jeeves, thank the gods for Jeeves, and I don't know what it is about this cellar, but I feel really vulnerable down here.
You know, I've been learning a lot about vulnerability these past few days.
You can't show it here in Uciar.
You really
can't afford to show
can't.
it.
But sometimes I've been learning that sometimes it's really important to let your guard down and open up and be brave.
Not in my position.
Sometimes we think that bravery is just like armor and punching and roaring, you know, just like being the loudest, having the most fire.
Writing jokes is bravery. Telling them in public is bravery.
You're so right. You're beautiful and smart. Are you kidding me? You're the whole package.
You know, I'm really not. I ended up here for a reason, and I've royally screwed up here, so...
How did you screw up?
There was a mage that was asked to... I gotta be careful, I'm gonna end up sounding like Werner Herzog. There was a mage who, in the dreariness of life, as nature chewed away at them... there was a mage that was asked to chat about a project here. And...
What kind of project?
Some sort of big project that Jacob...
I like gently put a piece of hair behind her ear and I'm like, you can trust me. You can tell me anything.
You've got a scale. That pulls a scale up, flicks it away. They are building...
I don't want to be sitting here right now. Just if I can make that clear for him. I'm trying to like lean as far away from this as possible.
There is something being built in the basement that is here, yes, that is important to some sort of project that Jacob is... the package from the docks that you guys...
Yeah.
Bravely, very impressed with your work.
Yeah. Thank you.
You're so welcome. That you kind of supplied here. That's being used as something from Monet, again, astounding work. That also is being used. And the Dwegar individual that was brought in was in charge of that. I remember seeing him when I was doing my rounds around here.
I mean, what could Jacob be working on that's so important? You know, like what's so important about it? You know?
I mean, you could ask Jeeves. Ask Jeeves? No, you guys didn't have Ask Jeeves.
No, we got it.
Come on!
We got.
I can hear you laughing at home.
Yeah, we got the joke, but we hated it.
Sorry, I might have to say it again. Can we do that again? Just give me laughter. Okay.
Oh, right.
Yeah,
You could
I got
ask Jeeves.
Boo!
How many hit points do you have?
After that fight, 64.
Oh, so close. You could ask Jeeves. I gather Jacob confides in him, but the house values its people above anything else. And their mission is to spread their equality throughout Axial. So I gather it has something to do with that.
Yeah.
Where are you from? There's not a lot of you here.
I mean, you might say I'm a little special.
You're very exotic.
Bro. Yeah, I'm from a place called Valorous, if you've heard of it.
Yes, past the mountains there.
Yeah, I was in charge of a stone, and it got stolen. Still don't know how it happened. And my entire country, my entire group of people, they all turned their back on me. And that really hurt. And I still feel very hurt by that. And that's been really hard to sit with, thinking about how everyone that I have ever cared about has turned their back on me because of one mistake I made, you know.
Have Jeeves and Thuna and the Admiral and Krirg, have they turned their backs on you?
No. They haven't.
There you go. Valorith. The stone?
Yeah, the Casper Stone. It's like what gives the
I know.
gives her. You know about it.
The stone that gives your city protection and powers it.
Yeah.
I believe one of my comrades, Diplog the Furball, was in charge of that.
Uh-huh.
I think it's here.
Do you know where here? Like, where can I find it?
Here in Uciar, I don't know. I can't help you there. I've already told you too much.
Okay. Wow, okay, but it's here. It's here. I can find it.
Grabs your hands, says, I can help you find it.
Yeah.
If you help me get Jacob off my back.
Yeah, absolutely.
We do the safe house gig and I can help you find it.
Absolutely.
Okay. Tell me a joke.
Tell me one of those jokes.
Tell me one of those jokes.
I really like
Do that funny thing you do.
Magnazella wants to kiss her so bad, but is so overwhelmed by this information and is also like kind of in like has hit like her window of tolerance for vulnerability. So like is like her hands are shaking and like wants so badly to just like grab her face, but is like, did you hear the joke about the cellar just got really small, it got really hot, I gotta go, and I just bolted out of there, sweating.
As you bolt out of there, she goes, knock, knock. And you run past you. And we end our evening there.
Oh.
As we come to the morning, you all awaken, fresh, freshly healed, freshly sober,
Feeling like poo-poo caca.
and bright and early in the morning, Lily is kind of waiting for you in that kitchen. The freshly kind of, she walks into you basically.
Cleaning
Yeah.
the last glass, putting it back.
She looks tired, but she looks ready to go. It is probably around
Bet she's tired.
6 a.m. At around 6 a.m., she steps on in and she says, today's the day.
Go and examine and see what happens. We would like to attempt to infiltrate, to observe the outside, to infiltrate and see what happens.
Infiltrate together?
One, maybe two. The rest will remain outside.
Understood. I have a question.
Just one?
Yes. What's the deal
That was your
with
question.
Magnazella?
So you have a second question.
That was my second question.
Okay.
Thank you for taking the first. If you could answer the second now.
She really needs to work more on that tight 5 because it's not quite there yet.
Okay. That's fair. She's good. She's a good person.
I have seen no indication otherwise. She probably needs to stay with the group more in combat and not go charging off ahead or flying at large creatures when she sees shadows or the like. But certainly bravery is not an issue, no. But there are many great qualities. She stands her ground, and you should see her climb a tree.
I've asked a favor already. I have another favor.
And another question, evidently. You said there was one.
A favor is not a question. I'm asking a favor, not a question. But the favor is in the form of a question. Is that okay?
She's so cerebral.
That is my third question. Is that okay?
Lily seems loopy for some reason.
Kenny keeps glancing at the clock going, should I just end it?
I go to the bar.
The session, not
and pour a drink. Hand it to her. Drink this and then ask all of the favors or questions you want until the others arrive.
Do you think I got the chance? No. If things don't go my way, make sure she pays off her debt. And I'm sure you don't know of it, but the stone of her people is here somewhere. Please help her find it.
Yet another request that is directly in my wheelhouse, so I don't see why that should be difficult, except when you tell me that it is another one of the prized possessions of the master of the house.
I am only asking. Doesn't mean it will be done, doesn't mean you will agree. But if I've said it, and my conscience is clear. Thank you.
I will see what I can do.
The rest of you shuffle on in. As you shuffle on in, the second you walk in, Lily's just kind of like, just kind of looking around, somewhere near you. It's that thing that
Craig's gonna just stand in between both of them.
yeah.
Grin, like just give them both like.
Right. What is the plan? When are we?
Don't worry about it.
What is the plan? When are we leaving? We are doing surveillance, some of us, and some of us are doing insurrection.
Yes, we are leaving now. Percival, lead us the way. We will fill you in on the plan on the way.
Of course. And you head off. As you head off out the doors, corner of your eye, you're used to stepping out into the foyer, stairs curling down, door at the top. And as you step out into the foyer, as you go to turn out the door, you're like, there's someone there, isn't there? And you look up and Jacob's just there at the banister, looking down at you all. Lily looks up and says, "We were just heading out to find the mage." Nods. Right, let's go. She steps out. Jacob's just there, watching you all.
He's looking at all of us?
Yeah.
I'm kidding.
He's still looking at
Yeah.
You leave, you step out into the streets. As you step out into the streets, you begin the trek all the way up through the city. You pass by the rusty tankard. You can see out front, like from the night before, the A-frames out there. Open mic night tonight.
My stomach curdles a little bit, like war flashbacks. Oh, God.
Oh yeah, walking by, I was like, you just gotta work on transitions. Just work on your transitions.
Oh, I'm such an idiot. Fuck, God, I suck.
Like, as you walk past it, Lily's like a little bit back in the group and she goes, "Oh, Magnazella, did you see?"
I sure did.
Okay. Continues to walk. As you guys head up to the safe house area, Elijah, after this evening ride and coming back in the early morning, as you're heading back up past some of the streets that you've already ridden down, there is as you step past like a garbage chute, there is like a tug on your kind of arm there.
Admiral.
You the familiar voice of Fangar.
Admiral.
Yeah?
Nevium sends his regards. Nevium
Right.
sends his regards.
Okay.
So.
Our Chancellor, Serafina, sends her regards.
To you.
To you, via me.
Indeed.
Check in Hubert's stall when you get back.
Tip my cap to him
Excellent.
and ride on.
You guys head to the safe house area district. Krirg, you recognize it. The building in front of you has the beautiful kind of copper tiles. It's no bigger than a story or so. You can see there are buildings around that you're able to situate yourself in. Lily leads you to a building opposite that you're able to kind of get set up in an empty, an empty room. It's not empty chairs and empty tables. Eddie Redmayne's in there singing his little falsetto heart out. As you step on in, you can see that it's not abandoned. It has been furnished, but it has never been populated. Like a cookie cutter or even a hotel room almost. And as you step on in, Lily kind of gestures across the way, and we see across the street this small house. Points. And Percival goes, and Lily goes, yeah, indeed.
Along the way, we would have discussed the plan. Thuna and one other will attempt to infiltrate, and the rest will watch at various points along the outside. We will determine those upon arrival and inspection, and we will wait to see what the report comes back from her. She will choose who will go with her, and it is her plan.
There is one thing I request, that I be on the street nearby as one of the people on the street.
That makes sense. Everyone know you.
Indeed.
That'd be bad to not feel safe in there.
Okay.
If you are on the streets, people might be more alerted as to what is going on.
I would wear a hood or something, some sort of disguise. Perhaps
show me this
role
disguise.
play and pretend that, we're a couple
Oh,
walking
no.
around
No,
or something.
I guess I pull my leg. I guess I have to for the cause, for the great cause.
I'm trying to like mime you like temper it down. You're doing great.
You're incredibly distracting.
I'd like to give Lily, since she mentioned disguises, I have an extra, I have a disguise clothes.
Beautiful, yeah.
So she
Disguise
can borrow them.
clothes
Yeah,
and
they're a little baggier than I would wear, so they are a little small on her, but
tie
still
on her.
not.
Yeah,
Yeah.
okay, yeah, beautiful. Excellent.
Probably at best if me or Eli go in with Thuna. People like Eli and be good at hitting.
Again, Thuna's plan, Thuna's choice.
It's not.
We just talked.
Thuna, who will accompany you? And I point at Percival.
Percival, because if he got hurt because of me, I can't take any more collateral damage. Thuna is on the edge. I think she turns to Mr. Vey and goes, "Do you want to go? Do you think it's a good idea if you go?"
It's your plan, it's your decision.
This is the worst day of my life.
Best day of somebody else's life? I don't know what you're talking about.
Krirg, have you ever been here before?
Yeah, me was here last night.
Whoa. That's a lot to process in 3 seconds. Well, they like you here?
Yeah, sometimes.
Will you come with me?
Sure, yeah, whatever. I don't care.
She hugs his leg. She's shaking. She's so upset. This plan could get people she cares about really hurt, and she doesn't want it to be on her again. So she's shaking. She's visibly shaken as she holds up her leg.
Hey, it okay there, buddy. Plans,
Not okay.
plans no matter. Plans never work. And then he walks over towards the safe house with you.
This is my plan.
Wait, I have a question.
Yes.
What is the plan? Are you confirming he's in there, then we grab him and take him to the house?
Well,
So the second you confirm
Yes.
that, we head on in.
here is a detail that you are probably not privy to. Communication can be made from outside the house to certain individuals. So she will alert us to that and the status and any other details, and then we can decide what to do.
I will alert Jeeves, Magnazella, Mr. Vey, and Percival.
Not Krirg, not myself.
Krirg will be in there with me.
And why not myself?
I can only do 4, sorry.
Roll a deception check.
It's true! I can only do 4 creatures.
No, do 5.
No,
Because
4.
you did... Didn't you do him? Oh, because that's 4.
Mhm.
But you never did Percival.
Yeah.
I'll roll a persuasion check then.
Okay, heck yeah! For telling the truth for once. Oops. That's an 11.
I will be with Magnazella, you will inform me.
No. Her plan, her rules, she is the one risking her life for you going in the house. She does not trust you, evidently, enough to be part of this communication. You want us to help you? Our rules.
Roll intimidation.
No one's ever...
16.
16. She looks at you and she says, with all due respect, it is my life on the line, not only yours.
It's ours now as well.
With all due respect, I'm out. I don't have to be here. I believe in her. Maybe you should too.
I believe in her. But my life is on the line. How can I trust all of you if you won't trust me? With one mental communication.
How can we trust you if you don't trust us? A two-way street, Lily.
I have trusted you by bringing you in on this. What don't you understand? Magnazella.
She can have mine. I'll wait outside with you, Jeeves.
I would like to insight check her.
Go for it.
I've never had so many people stand up for me before, and by so many people I mean anyone.
Oh yeah.
So this is really intense, and she's okay. That's a 21.
You recognize utter fear for her life, and she does trust some of you. She does not trust him. She is terrified of him and his connection. But she needs him, and she needs you guys. And with a 21, she needs that guy to be in there.
Okay. I want to just be like, I don't want to argue. I don't want you to get hurt because of my plan. I will establish a telepathic link with you, but that means I can't do it with Magnazella because it's definitely going to Percival.
Understood.
Okay. And I will go with Krirg, and we will head up to the door.
As we're walking, I just to you, but I say it loud enough. So
You say
who
everything
are we
loud
looking
enough.
for again? As we're walking towards the door.
So as you
I
guys,
picked
as
right.
you guys step
Let's
out
go.
onto the street, with the 4 of you guys left behind, Lily kind of looks at those of you remaining. Says, I understand your concern. You know why I'm scared. Surely. Thank you. Trot down the stairs there.
What?
Sorry, what was that?
No, nothing. I said nothing. Don't even.
Where did that fedora come from?
Leaving you two alone for a moment.
Getting too old for this shit, man.
I've got a few good centuries in me yet.
Fuck you.
You guys head across the street there. As you head across the street there, cyclic connection and psychic connection established. Magnazella, Lily on the street. Where are you?
Well, I mean, without seeing the map, it's hard to say. We're taking optimal positions or
So
to
on the
surround.
street in a building?
Well, it depends. We want to watch all of the exit points.
What I'm saying is you've got the room that you had, the free room that you had, and then the streets around, and then rooftops, basically. So you just tell me where Jeeves would probably set up.
Probably a rooftop seems to be the best place to observe. With Percival at another spot that he can message me in case of anything.
Nice.
And ask Eli here to get a third vantage point.
Beautiful. So is anyone in the room that we hired out?
Well, I mean, if that's another optimal vantage point and Eli wants it.
Sure. Okay. So you're in the room.
Where we were just talking.
Magnazella and Lily are on the street somewhere. Jeeves, and then kind of all four corners covered. Beautiful. You guys step up to the front door. As you step up to the front door, go.
Because I don't have a telepathic link with Krirg, and I think Krirg would just speak out loud anyway. So I look up at him and I go, I just want you to know that I'm really scared. So if things go very badly, thank you for teaching me everything that you have.
Thuna, you're very courageous.
She's shaking.
Puts his hands on your shoulders. You can only have courage if you're scared. He pats you on the shoulder, then heads up to the door.
Yeah, I have a background as a criminal spy for no reason. And I was wondering if I would know like a special knock or like a certain way not to knock and like to not sound like, you know, an authority figure or something that would make anyone inside a safe house feel safe.
You would know like a thieves can't kind of knock there.
Yeah, I'd like to try that out. I'd like to do a little shave and a haircut, 2 bits with a special little D&D flair. Yeah. She's a drummer, baby.
We're getting a excellent. Passive perception, easy enough. You hear footsteps come to the door.
I want to, in Thieves Can't, say, I'm here to talk. I'm not here as a friend of the people you're running from.
Okay. Footsteps move away from the door to a window there. Those of you on that side, which we'll figure out tomorrow, but curtains open and eye peeks out. As the eye peeks out, what's going through your mind at the moment?
I think...
Surface thoughts.
Oh, fudge nugget. Okay, great. They're immediately getting the panic of everything that she has done to sabotage the house. I don't know who's casting this, but she has done little things, such as the tongue acid and taking a coil here and there. She's never tried to outright disobey the house, but she's always tried to make things harder for them because they make things harder for her and everyone she cares about. So those are just filtering through because she's now realizing that those little things that she thought didn't really matter in the grand scheme have been hurting people. People are getting hurt because of what she's done. Mm-hmm. So all of that, just surface level anxiety, massive amounts of flickering thoughts of all the things that she's sabotaged and all of the people that have gotten hurt because of her.
What's going on in the surface of your brain?
Good God.
Meow 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 meow. Top surface of the brain is probably. I think thinking about helping the people that he was here last night. Some of the doors were closed. How is he running the ledger and the numbers? This is his main thing. Mm-hmm. But I think a lot of his internal thought. He doesn't have a ton of like thought capacity, but whatever it is like when I have downtime from these stupid missions, when am I going to get back to helping people that need it?
Doing what you really.
And then
want
like
to do, yeah.
he's a little ADD, so like it's between that and like, oh, I hope I get into a fight today because I haven't been in a fight in hours.
Yeah.
Man, I fucked up Jahair yesterday. He got like
I fucked up a house enforcer, a big one.
and like I've been meaning to get hit. Like I'm so glad he hit me first.
Yeah.
Because now not only did I beat him up, I can say he attacked me with his weapon and he hit me first. So I'm gonna hold that over his head.
Okay.
That's quick. Probably in 3 seconds, it just goes from like those things, like.
Excellent. Footsteps back to the door. You would hear. Hello there. Can I help you?
Hi, I'm Thuna. I was really hoping I could just come in and talk to you for a bit.
And me, I'm Krirg.
No, sorry, this place is a little, how do you say, occupied at the moment. You're probably looking for someone who's not actually here. Thank you.
Oh, you don't know who I'm looking for, though. Who are you?
I'm not going to answer that. Sorry. Please leave.
Can I do an insight check?
You can do an inside check. Do it with disadvantage because you don't see anything. You just hear the voice. Through the door.
Nothing. It was a 1.
Okay.
Hostile intentions.
Hostile intentions.
Yeah. Might be some people hiding behind this door here.
No.
They sound scared.
You say that to him?
Yeah.
You think they want to fight?
Most scared people only fight if they feel like they can't get away without a fight. Maybe we can avoid one. I know that's not the best outcome. I know. I promise you can teach me how to bar brawl later. We'll throw some chairs. We'll get into a good old-fashioned, I don't know, what do you call them, a tussle? I've never done one, but I've been wanting to.
Yeah, we could do that.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry, Thuna. And I kicked down the door.
Oh, no.
No.
As you kick down the door, go ahead and make an athletics check for me.
If it wasn't the 1, I
It
rolled
was a
the
nat-
1.
It was a nat one. Yeah, you can't. There's not much. That's Krirg, baby.
It's a 20.
20. Yeah. I heard laughs from
It's Krirg, baby. That's a t-shirt.
Because Maggot knows what's going on.
Oh, yeah,
in there.
for
Like,
sure.
I know.
It's just like,
But-
now Thuna's like, more collateral damage, more blood on my hands. Like, she's not feeling great about this.
boom. Your hip almost buckles. This door is enforced with Arcana. It does shift ever so slightly with that kick, though. That's how powerful that kick is. Boom! A shiver of Arcana on the door there. As soon as you kick that door, Lily kind of grabs your hand and says, I think we're going. And she breaks out in a run. And as she runs towards the door there, we're going to come back next episode. That one.
I'm dying inside.
Thank you very much for watching, and remember that hit points are not required to have a good time.
Or kick down doors.
Or kick down doors.